Many of us have succeeded and we are tired. This is for the person who was first in their family, first to graduate high school, first to graduate college, first to have left the nest, first to have spread your wings, first to have earned a livable wage, first to say no, enough is enough, first to end years, generations of family dysfunction, first to have chosen a different pathway, first to have built a different life, first to have built your own home, first to have your own space, first to have your say so, first to be sitting at the top, and yet you feel unseen. The higher you climb, the lonelier it gets at the top, and no one prepares us for this type of tension or grief. The grief of being proud but lonely, being capable but overwhelmed, being grateful but quietly resentful. You are told you should feel accomplished, but inside there's a heaviness that you don't know how to explain. And that's because success didn't bring you relief. You thought it would, but it didn't. Instead, it brought responsibilities. You see, when you are the first, it comes with a lot of expectations that no one talks about. People don't just see you as you, they see possibilities. They see escape, they see money, they see answers to their prayers. And so your success suddenly becomes shared property. Your stability becomes a resource, and your capacity to handle anything becomes assumed. You're no longer asked, you're expected. Expected to help, expected to carry, expected to solve, expected not to struggle. And the mindset behind all of this is certainly you're successful, so you have it all figured out. You have your life together, and so you should be able to hold your life together and theirs. They don't call you to ask if you've eaten. They don't check on you. They don't ask about your mental state, your mental capacity, your mental health. They don't ask how your bills are paid. When you are sick, they don't know. And if you tell them you are sick or if you are in need, they have nothing to contribute, nothing to give. They just come with their hands stretched out, asking, demanding more. And for many, if they've called on you 99 times and you've answered that call, and on the 100th time they call, you're unable to give, it causes a rift. They become angry, they become upset, and they degrade you. They say you are ungrateful and you're acting as if you are better than them. And it becomes a whole thing, and you are left at the end of the day feeling guilty, feeling as if you ought not to have any boundaries. And there's an unspoken rule that society forces many first to live by. And it's the rule of not having or not wanting to disappoint people who didn't get the same chance or opportunity as you. And I often wonder, if I came from a humble beginning and you came from a humble beginning, but I used my life, my time differently, wisely, and you didn't, how is it that you didn't get the same chance? A lot of times those people we are forced to help had even more chances than we did. A lot of times the first have had to fight many fights, many battles, some silently, some publicly, and it all goes unacknowledged. But because of that unspoken rule, because you don't want to seem ungrateful and you don't want to disappoint people, you don't want to walk around with that guilt, you keep pushing even when you are tired, even when you yourself need help, even when you don't know how much longer you can hold it together. And you do that because you learned to succeed quietly. And so now you suffer silently. For many people, being the first didn't begin in adulthood. It started at a much earlier age. When they were growing up, they learned that being impressive brought approval, or that achievement brought attention, that doing well meant that things would go smoother. And so that inspired or motivated them to become capable, dependable, reliable. That extrinsic motivation led to them learning how to show up, but not how to be held. And so even now, even after having fought all those battles and being successful, you are still waiting to be seen. You're still waiting to be acknowledged. And that is a lot of grief for one person. That brings about grief that your success didn't give you rest. Grief that your accomplishment didn't bring safety. Grief that being the first didn't get you the care that you thought it would have, that you wanted it to have brought. And on the outside, you might look polished, well put together, resilient, capable. But deep inside, you are sad. You are sad because no one asks how heavy it feels to have fought all those nights, all those days by yourself. Instead, they keep asking for more and diminishing your feelings. Some of them will even want to diminish your accomplishments and how far you have come, how hard you have fought to be standing or sitting where you are at. This is especially so across many families, many cultures. In the Black culture, we talk about the Black tax. And being Jamaican, I can talk about this with my chest, because for many of us who have migrated, who are living abroad, for our families back home, we are the ATMs. In many families and cultures, when you are the first, that changes your role forever. You're no longer just the daughter or the son. You are the backup, the support, the security. Your success is not just yours. It becomes a lifeline for the whole family. You're expected to care for your parents, even though a lot of them didn't contribute anything towards your success. And if you have siblings, you're expected to put them through school and to help them to succeed. So your success is not your own. And it feels oftentimes like it's slipping away from you. You're exhausted with all of the mental burden that you have to carry. And while you may love your family deeply, it doesn't erase the pressure that you feel. And it especially does not erase the fear of what may happen if you stop helping. And this is the crook of it all. A lot of us live in fear of what if I stopped helping them and I started to choose myself. We know that the family fallout would be swift. And not only with family, because when you are the first amongst your friends and they depend on you, if you are supposed to stop helping, to stop performing a certain function, the fallout is going to be swift. And a lot of us live with that fear. A lot of us are in constant anxiety because of that. But it's really lonely. A lot of times, people or society does not talk about how lonely it feels when you've climbed the ladder of success and you've gotten to the top by yourself. It's almost as if you can't go back to the beginning. You know for a fact that you cannot go back to the beginning. But at the same time, you feel as if you don't fully belong where you're at. And there is no language to talk about or to describe that in-between space. So you keep moving, you keep pushing, you keep achieving, you keep proving, you keep bending over backwards for everyone. And you keep hoping that maybe somehow or some way your next milestone will finally feel like a relief. It will give you the answers that you've been looking for in this lifetime. But it never will. It never will. Simply because some wounds aren't healed by achievements. They're healed by being met, by being acknowledged, by being allowed to say, this is hard, this has been hard. To say out aloud that you would have wanted support. And even though you have succeeded in your own rights, you would still like to have support from your family, from your friends. Nothing is wrong in wanting to have people who don't call you or text you when they want something. Nothing is wrong in having people who check on you, genuinely check on you, people who genuinely care about your well-being, people who genuinely want to be a part of your life, people who show up for you and show out, not just when it's convenient, people who are reliable, people who have your back. It's the bare minimum of human decency. If this video resonates with you, I'd like for you to know that you are not alone, you are not failing, you are not weak, you are not ungrateful. You are human, and you've carried more than what most people can, and you are carrying what many people do not see. You are allowed to rest in that truth. The truth that being the first was very costly, but regardless, you are still worthy of love, care, compassion, acknowledgement. If this message resonates with you, be gentle with yourself, but keep climbing. The higher you climb, the lonelier it gets, but also the better the view. Take in that view. Take a deep breath and rest assured that you are right where you are meant to be, and you are allowed to choose you and to keep on choosing you without a slither of a guilt. If you were here with me today, thank you. What firsts have you had? If you were the first in your family or friend groups, I'd love to hear about it. Leave a comment. This is a safe space. Let's talk about it. Until next time, walk good.